welcome to day 3 of the Summer French Cuisine 5-day challenge. My name is Virginie and I would like to welcome you in my little kitchen here in the south of France in Cannes for this bikini-friendly Summer French Cuisine challenge. And I will be live every day at the same time here on YouTube. Hello YouTube. I really like it so far. It's very well organized and people are receiving notifications. And it's really lovely. If you haven't already seen, I have just put back a very old video from like 7 years ago when I first put just a few videos on YouTube. So it's very embarrassing, but have a look at it and you will learn many things about kitchen tools, for example. And so today on day 3, we are continuing to talk about my French cooking made easy way that I created a few years ago now. And I'm gonna wait just a second for people to join. And if you are watching the replay, let me know in the comments, so I know that you are watching the replay. Oops. And I try. Voilà, so let me figure this out. Oh, here, I put a filter that is nice. Nice colors. So, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Virginie Walter, former consort. And I am the creator of the online French Cooking Made Easy School since 2016. And I'm a former trained chemist, winemaker, chef, and also success coach. And so I put together everything, I mix it up to create some amazing experiences, what I call the soulful experiences online and in person. And I have so an online French cooking school. I have a French food and fashion online boutique with many things, like everything around French food. So if you love anything French food, this is really for you. And I'm about to launch a food tour here in Cannes in person, together with some retreats in the south of France, all about food and wine, and having a good time and a soulful experiences. Voila, so that's for the quick presentation. Let me know where you are from, where you're joining us from. And so before we start cooking, I know you are waiting very much to cook with me live. It's gonna happen tomorrow at the same time, 4 p.m. Cannes time here in France. And in the meantime, today, I want to make a plan with you so you are ready to cook French during this summer. Voilà, so welcome, welcome. Don't hesitate to comment if you are live with me, and even if you are on replay. I always like to see people interact with me when they watch the replay. Voilà. Voilà, as you may have seen. Oh, by the way, if you do not have the workbook, I have created a 22-page workbook, which is absolutely amazing. In my opinion, it's gonna really help you. Like, it's really like a real notebook that you can print. So I printed 2 pages on 1 page, but thank you for the messages, Suzanne. And so it's 2 pages on 1 page. But you can print 1 page on 1 page, if this makes sense. And so you can follow along. There's gonna be many resources for each day. And today we are going to build your menu and your meal ideas for the summer. Voilà, so the day 3 is on page 10. Voilà. And so towards the end, you have some more resources. For example, I share a meal planner that actually you're gonna print when you print the workbook, which is here. And this is really a good start if you are just starting with French cuisine. You can add the French dessert of the week and the French meal of the week. So this is very handy. And I have some nice suggestions for you. Welcome, welcome if you are just joining me. There is a link to my blog, voila, because there are some lovely recipes on my blog. There is a playlist I created on Spotify a few years ago, which is called Café Paris. I also added the 5 best food movies. Voila, the last one is called The Taste of Things. If you haven't watched it, I haven't yet. I have to go watch it during the summer, I hope so. And there is a link here to watch a special masterclass I did with my students about the perfect French mashed potato. Voilà, you can go and check everything for free. It's really cool. And here I also describe the team. Voilà, that's me and my team, as you can see. So we have me as the founder and CEO. Scientist turned French chef, winemaker, and success coach. There is Linda, my daughter Linda, which is now 13, which is a mini apprentice chef and teen. I should write teen now because she's a teen meals taster. There is Cookie, my little dog, who is the crumbs vacuum eater. And family and friends, the food tasters. Voila. Okay, let's start. So planning is an important step, and I put it as step number 2 here on my French Cooking Made Easy method. Voila, step number 1 was yesterday. That was the Eiffel Tower effect, and I taught you how your mind can actually trick you and how to overcome your limiting beliefs around French cuisine, around cooking, around the ingredients you may find difficult to find, and everything else. But today, your roadmap to relaxation and bliss. Voila, because what I've seen is that over the past years, many people plan their vacations, where they want to go, but they do not plan what they want to eat, and that's when the stress starts to come in. Because when you don't know what you're gonna eat every week or during the weekend, that's when you order pizza last minute, you order food from any food company that we love, of course. Once in a while we like to order, but not all the time. And that's when you start eating pizza or whatever food that is not always good for your body. Voila. So I remember always one of my past students, Yvette, she was a very busy mom, having long days, and she told me that she was just running home, throwing a pizza on the grill, and she was just fed up about that. And she also told me she was tired of walking up and down the aisles on the grocery store. So she really told me that this plan, like making a plan, has really helped her. So as you can see on page number 10 of your workbook, there are 2 simple ways to answer the never-ending question, what's for dinner tonight? Mom, what's for dinner tonight? What are we gonna eat? I'm hungry. And then you see the mom or the dad like, wow, wow, wow. Alert, alert. I have nothing. And then you open your fridge and the fridge is empty and so on. Voila, so we have all been there. And so I want to show you how to change this today. So the 2 simple ways are, first of all, here you can create your own meal plan. And number 2, you can use one that has been made already. And why not for a year, right? So a few years ago, I went totally crazy and I decided to create a plan for the entire year. Yes, you heard it right. It took me 2 weeks to build it, and I followed a method that I'm gonna show you now that allowed me to actually create a plan for the entire year. And let me tell you, the students of my cooking school and myself, like, we were feeling so relieved because we knew exactly what we would eat in 2 weeks. in 2 months and even in 6 months. And so it's very handy. It seems crazy, but it's very handy. And so here's what I did. And you can take notes in your workbook. Step number 1 here on page 10 is to brainstorm ideas. Voilà, so that's easier said than done. Many ideas for you, so you can first start with you. What do you like? What do you dream of eating and cooking? Because as parents, sometimes we forget about ourselves and we think more about our little ones, which is totally normal, but once in a while it's good to think about yourself. What do you like? Maybe you traveled to Paris and you enjoyed a delicious beef bourguignon or a fresh salad, maybe a frisée salad, like something really that's just, you just had a revelation. Oh my god, this is so good, like with a French vinaigrette, mustard, Dijon mustard vinaigrette. Voilà, so list everything, what your kids like, what your partner likes, and so you basically just, it's like a brain dump, yes, brain dump, where you just, without thinking much, you just write everything down. Then that's 2 minutes, voilà. Then you can start to plan. So my recommendation, if you are new to planning, is to start with 3 days. That's what I was doing at the beginning. I was just planning. If I was on a Sunday, I was planning Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Otherwise it gets too much, like it's too difficult. So now you take your ideas and you put them on each day. Voilà, whether for lunch or dinner. Voilà, doesn't matter. Sorry. So let me just drink something. So it can be just a meal, it can be 3 days, and if you're ready, it can be the whole week. That's totally fine, and it's actually good. If you are interested by my 365 meal plan, like with one idea, like literally 365 meal ideas, but French, but also international, let me know in the comments. So that step number 2 is planning. So we have number 1 on page 10 is brainstorming, then we have planning, and number 3 is listing the ingredients. So next to your meal planner, you can start. Okay, on Monday I wanted to do Virginie's summer soup, so you check the recipe. I'm gonna need tomatoes, cucumbers. By the way, if you want the recipe, let me know in the comments, and the ingredients are in your workbook. Voilà, and I'm gonna share the entire recipe on tomorrow, on Thursday. It's also on my website, on my blog. You can also find it. Voilà, so I'm gonna need tomatoes, watermelon, red bell pepper, cucumbers, balsamic vinegar. So you basically go around in your kitchen. For example, I have my oils and vinegars here, so I can check if I have enough. And I know that my balsamic vinegar is almost empty. Voilà. So now I know I have to buy this one. And you do this for every recipe. Voilà, so that's step number 3. You list the ingredients. Voilà. And so now you're gonna feel really better. Like you're gonna feel more relaxed, I can say, yes. So key takeaway, start with the end in mind. Voilà. Start with the end in mind. Brainstorm meal ideas associated with specific cooking techniques. Learn the technique with one recipe and use it endlessly with any type of cuisine. Voilà, so a technique we're gonna learn this week is the technique of the cold soup. And as I explained to you, in French culinary school, we learn the gazpacho, which is actually not French, but it's Spanish. But this is how as a culinary instructor, they teach how to make a cold soup. And there are different ways, and I'm gonna share my own. Whoopsie, I'm losing some papers. I'm gonna share my own version of it on Thursday. So this is always what I recommend, is to focus on a technique. I should actually add this to my workbook. Focus on the technique instead of the recipe. I will be back. Just looking for a pen. Because I see so many people focusing on recipes. Focus on technique, not on the recipe. Voilà, because when you focus on a recipe, you may not really focus on the technique, which is the key to really like feel confident and free in your kitchen. And by the way, everything I do is really about freedom and how can I say, freedom and feeling confident. Whether it is cooking or working or do everything in life, it's about freedom, right? To be free to do whatever you want, and this is how you enjoy life. So let's continue. Voilà, so then I wrote for you appetizer, apéro, main course and dessert. Yes, on page 10. And then on page 11, I added a summer menu idea. There is a summer soup we're gonna do tomorrow. There are stuffed vegetables from the south of France, which is a specific technique, and a peach humble crumble. So this is also a favorite amongst my students. My favorite is the peach and apricot crumble. And if you have now summer fruits, please do it. It's just heaven on earth. There is a short video somewhere on my YouTube channel. You will see how it looks like, and let me know if you want to make it. And so I'm gonna give you now some ideas for you. Voilà. So you can even pick appetizer and main course, or main course and dessert, or a 3-course menu. And then you have your plan. So for each week or each month, that's up to you, you can add a French meal. Voilà, so my ideas for you now from my 365 meal planner. Voilà, so for the summer, this is April. Voilà, so what I recommend now cooking to my students, we are in June, July is around the corner, then August. The stuffed vegetables, ratatouille, tian à la provençale, which is also, which actually people, what people call ratatouille is actually a tian. So I have a ratatouille, in my ratatouille summer camp, I actually teach both, because there is a difference between both. And what you see in the movie Ratatouille is actually not a ratatouille, is what we call a tian, T-I-A-N, and there is no tomato sauce. I see many people like putting a tomato sauce at the bottom and then the vegetables. This is not how we do it here. It's very interesting, and there is a different way that French families really cook the ratatouille for the little ones. It's really interesting. There is the black olive paste, which is very good. So you can make grilled beef brochette with a tomato, basil and burrata salad. You can do some tomate farci, which is another summer favorite. A goat cheese salad with a French vinaigrette, absolutely delicious. You can make the cousin of the beef stew, which is what we call daube à la provençale, which is a Provençal beef stew. So this is one. So let me know in the comments what are you gonna pick for your French summer menus. I'm excited to know. And oh, the very special salad niçoise. But don't add green beans or potatoes. The real salad niçoise doesn't have green beans or potatoes. You can make thon à la provençale with lamb chops, which is delicious. Oh, what we really love and Linda loves is the pesto, green basil pesto with pasta, homemade or not, so that's up to you. You can make grilled sardines with a potato salad. You can make an omelette with caramelized onions and goat cheese. You can make maquereau, which is a, a fat fish rillette. I'm gonna show you. Voilà, here we like, because in the south of France we like to have a drink. It's called apéro. So everyone has a drink, alcohol or no. And we like to spread some olive paste or fish spread. It can be salmon, mackerel, tuna. I have some here. Ooh, it smells like fish. Voilà, mackerel is a small fish in the family of fat fishes. Voilà, hop. You can see here. Voilà, I'm gonna make some rillette. So rillette is basically a spread. And, oh, I need to wash my hands. It's stinky. Stinks like fish. So anything that you can spread, and then you can be very creative because you can mix together olives, like green olives, with artichokes. You can mix together black olives with dried tomatoes and garlic. And when you go to the farmers market in France in summer, you will see some stands where people sell specifically that. You don't need to do it yourself. It's very typical from France. Before eating, you host like we call an apéro with drinks, spreads, and little sticks to eat. And rosé wine, of course, in summer. Rosé all day, as we say here. And voila, so other ideas, let me know. When you make a ratatouille, you can use the leftovers cold. This is very good. On bread with some sausages or just like that. So basically you toast a piece of bread, and when I lived in California I really loved La Brea bakery bread. So you slice bread, you put it in the toaster, and then you add your cold ratatouille with a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and that's a delicious dinner idea. So zucchinis, I was talking about zucchinis and so summer squash with one of my students, Melina, and there are many ideas. Like if you have lots of zucchinis this summer, you can make stuffed zucchinis, you can make zucchini puree, you can make ratatouille. Like it's a really versatile vegetable, which is very good. Oh, another favorite, that's the duck breast. Duck magret, duck breast, with peaches, porto, honey, and balsamic vinegar sauce. That's super good. I have to make it to Linda because it's been a long time now and she really loves it. And fish soup. And voila, basically, when you grill, you can also grill fish. That's absolutely delicious. I like to grill the whole fish, like on each side, and with ratatouille it's super good. So if you want more Alsatian cuisine, Alsace is where I come from. In summer we have gruyère, so Emmental salad with sausage. And with the thion, you can also simply serve it as a salad, as leftovers. So, and thion à la provençale goes very well with a barbecue grilled côte de bœuf. Voilà, so many ideas. And grilled sardines, of course, with potato salad. Voilà, so I hope that you got many ideas. Let me know in the comments, live or on replay. And I would love to know what you plan to do. And so today we are here on step number 2, your roadmap to relaxation and bliss. Voilà, so let me know in the comments how you feel now. Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel more inspired? Hopefully yes. And so your action steps and your homework is to plan your menu, your French summer menu. And if you want to post it in my Facebook group, please do so with the hashtag challenge so I can follow your progress. And that's it for today. Voila, so I think I shared everything. So tomorrow is gonna be a big day because tomorrow we are going to cook together the French summer soup. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna show you how to set your kitchen up for success. And voila, so nothing complicated. All you need are the ingredients. Let me show you. Voilà, hop. Yeah, well, it's somewhere in your workbook at the very beginning. Let me just find it so I can just tell you again. It seems like I completely lost my my menu. Well, so anyway, I cannot find it, but let me know if you need the workbook and I will send it to you ASAP. Yeah, I don't have it. So what you need mostly are tomatoes. You can buy 2 types of tomatoes, like vine tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, watermelon, and red bell pepper. Voilà, and the other stuff you may have already: olive oil, a little bit of balsamic vinegar. If you don't have it, that's totally fine. You can do without it, although it adds a nice touch, but you can do it again in a few weeks with the balsamic vinegar. So just don't stop yourself for cooking this week or tomorrow. If you don't have one ingredient, like, you can do the whole recipe if you are missing 1 or 2 ingredients. It will be good anyway. What you will need also is a strainer. Let me show you. A strainer like that, anything that can strain the vegetables that we blend. And a blender, if you have an immersion blender or a blender. So that's necessary because you cannot blend vegetables just like that. Although you could just chop them with your chef knife, but it would take quite a long time. So it's good if you have any type of blender. So I'm gonna use the Vitamix. Voilà, this is something new now. I used to have an immersion blender, but I really prefer the Vitamix. But any type of blender will work as soon as there is a blade that mixes things, vegetables. Voilà. Alright, so I will see you tomorrow for step number 3, the secret weapons of the French cooking made easy way. Voilà, my name is Virginie and it was a pleasure to host this session today live. Let me know in the comments your biggest takeaway, and I will see you tomorrow for the cooking show. Have a lovely day, have a lovely evening, and see you tomorrow. Kisses. Bye bye.